Hey guys, how you doing? Hope you're having a great day. Today I'm going to teach you some more from our core lesson, but I just wanted to remind you that we're talking about taking care of the earth. And as humans, it is our responsibility to take care of the earth. Responsibility is kind of like a job. So yesterday we learned about the different parts of the earth, how it's beautiful. Today we're going to learn kind of a little bit about something that you might not expect to be learning about with the earth. So let's jump right in. Let's see if I can get this. Okay. Hi, good old earth again. I thought I'd start by showing you a different view of me. This is what I look like from the moon. Pretty amazing, huh? I look really small from way up there. It's hard to believe that all of you people, along with your cities, farms, school, stores, cars, and houses, fit on good old earth, but you do. Today I'm going to talk to you about something very important. Trash. That's right, stinky, ugly trash. Some people call it garbage, waste, junk, or rubbish. Whatever you call it, it's all the same. Stuff you used and you don't need anymore. Trash is probably not something you think about a lot, but you deal with it every day, and so do I. There's an awful lot of trash on me, and not to make you feel bad or anything, but all of the trash comes from people. Imagine that you go to a birthday party. I'm sure most of you have been to a birthday party, right? Think about the last birthday party you went to. Well, of course they give you some cake and some ice cream. And they give you a little spoon to eat it with, and you gobble it up, all the food, and then what do you do with the plate and the spoon after? Do you push them under the sofa and forget about them? Do you open the window and throw them in the backyard? I hope not. Instead, you put the plate and the spoon in the trash can. A trash can is sometimes called a garbage can or a waste basket. Whatever you call it, it's the place where you throw away your trash. What is this man doing? Of course you all know, right? He's taking out the trash. I'm guessing this trash can is in his kitchen. Where else do you have trash cans in your house? Some people have one in every room. Lots of people keep one in the bathroom. Is there one in your classroom? Yes, right? You guys know where all the trash cans are in our classroom. How about in the lunchroom? Which trash can is bigger? Why is this man taking out the trash? Of course, because the trash can is full. But then, what does he do with it? He'll probably take it outside to a bigger trash can or maybe to a dumpster. Dumpster has how many syllables? Dumpster. 2. A dumpster is like a large trash can that usually there's one of these next to buildings so that people who have a lot of trash, like schools, if you think about how many classrooms are in our school, probably, 20 or so, plus a library and computer labs and the gym and the cafeteria and the science room, and the principal's office and the adult bathrooms and the secretary, the front office. So there's lots of rooms with lots of trash. So that's why they created dumpsters, right? So that, remember Nieves is our janitor. She comes around and gathers all the trash, and then she has a place to put it that's a bigger place called a dumpster. It's very helpful when we're trying to get all the trash in one place. Once people have thrown their trash into a dumpster, most people don't think about it anymore. Maybe they say to themselves, good, now the stinky trash is out of sight. That means they stop thinking about trash because they can't see it anymore. But I don't stop thinking about it, and you shouldn't either. Remember that the earth is talking to us, okay? About once a week, garbage collectors come along in a big garbage truck, pick up the trash can or dumpster, and dump its contents into the back of a truck. So now the dumpster, all the garbage has gone into the garbage truck. Then what do? Do they park the truck on the edge of town and leave it there? Do they launch the truck into outer space? Do they call up a magician and ask him to come and make the truck disappear? Wow, the earth is kind of funny, the earth that's talking to us. No, they take it to the nearest landfill. Some people call the landfill a dump because that's what you do. You dump your trash there. However, I, good old Earth, prefer to call it a landfill because it reminds me that all you're doing is burying your trash inside me. This might look like a lot of trash, but trust me, when I say that, what you see in this picture is just a teeny tiny bit of all the trash people make around the world every single day. Okay, I'm gonna bring this up closer so that you can see it a little better. So all the dump trucks or people who have a lot of garbage or trash can come and just dump it into the landfill, okay? Some people call it the dump, like the Earth said, but the Earth likes to call it a landfill. Once the piles of trash in the landfill are big enough, bulldozers move in and push dirt on top of the trash so that it gets kind of compacted. Why are we burying the trash? It goes back to the out of sight, out of mind saying. If the trash is underground, people don't have to see it, think about it, or smell it. Your town or neighborhood is a much safer, healthier place to live in because all of the garbage is buried underground, away from where you live and play. Trust me though, just because the garbage is buried doesn't mean it's gone, at least not for a long time. After it's buried, some of the trash, I'm trying to get this a little closer. After it's buried, some of the trash or garbage starts to rot or decompose. That means that the trash breaks down into small parts and then it becomes part of the soil underground. So some of the garbage starts to rot. That means it'll start to come apart into smaller pieces. Trash that's food usually decomposes pretty quickly. The paper plate from the birthday party, remember the birthday party? It will decompose too, but it will take longer than food. It may take several years for the paper plate to decompose. What about the plastic spoon? Unfortunately, plastic does not rot like food and paper. So that spoon may lie around for hundreds or even thousands of years before it ever rots and becomes part of the earth again. Remember that because we're going to talk about it later. Plastic cannot decompose. So mostly food and paper and other materials decompose way faster and it's better for the earth. It's an easier process than a piece of plastic. Every landfill gets filled up eventually and a new landfill is needed so you can dump your trash. This picture shows an old landfill that has been closed. Most of the garbage is buried and slowly decomposing underground. As you can see, plants start to grow on the old land again, and some animals may even move back in and make their homes there. But landfills are also dangerous. So much garbage underground means that there are probably hazardous or dangerous gases and chemicals in the area. The bad gases and chemicals go back into the soil and the air and can even get into the water supply underground. This hurts the living things that live on the earth, breathe the air, and drink the water. Using this land costs a lot of money and requires a lot of hard work and time. Most of the time, land like this will remain a dangerous place for many years to come. The trash you drop in the trash today is out of sight, but it shouldn't be out of mind. Okay, so that's the story today from the Earth. The Earth is telling us about trash because if you really start to think about how much trash we use every day, it has to go somewhere. So the Earth is going to start teaching us about what happens to trash and maybe where we can put things so that it will be better for the Earth. Remember the plastic spoon the Earth talked about? How it doesn't decompose. So soon he's going to start teaching us about what we can do with plastic. Okay, hazardous means, that was a big word, hazardous. Let's say it together. Hazardous. That's 3 syllables, big word. It means the same thing as dangerous. Dangerous. Also 3 syllables. Hazardous means dangerous. So hazardous, the opposite of hazardous is safe. So I'm going to say a few things. I want you to tell me if it's hazardous or safe. Hazardous means dangerous. Okay, not wearing a coat during winter weather. Hazardous or safe? Not wearing a coat during winter weather, hazardous, right? That's not very great for your body if you don't wear a coat when it's freezing cold. Crossing the street when the crossing guard tells you to. Safe. Wearing a seatbelt when you're in the car. Safe. Eating something that you're allergic to. Dangerous. Hazardous. Hazardous means dangerous. All right, that's all from the earth today. We're going to keep learning more and more about ways that we can take care of the earth. Make sure that you do your part around the house to help take care of all the garbage and the trash. Maybe when you're driving around, you can look around for the big dumpsters that are around that can hold lots of trash. And of course, make sure you're taking care of the earth. Make sure that if you see trash outside that you help the earth and pick it up. All right, have a great day. Talk to you soon.